So, I'm now. Oh, I feel my voice is cracking up. Now, quite late, it's 10 o'clock. I have left my youth hostel after a night with three strange men, one of which was very much a loud sleeper. I also have a sore throat. Don't have fever anymore, or headache, so that's great. But yesterday night was the intro, sort of welcoming gala. I spoke with several interesting people, including the head of Middle East and African investment at Emergo. I met with M Labs, George from M Labs, met with Chris at the Catalyst team. So these are just, these general some of the community members that I met. Now, as a charity founder, I have to try to keep a focus on what I'm here for. So, what am I here for? I am here to pitch the Directed Development Foundation, and we do micro scholarships for students in Kenya and Ethiopia to learn coding using various blockchain technologies, including digital identities known as self-sovereign identities, which gives the students agency, allows them to build reputation. But we also use smart contracts, which means we have a piece of code that says, if you reach these milestones, then you get the scholarship stipends, which gives, on the donor side, some form of accountability or assurance that you're paying for something, and you're actually getting it. And in this case, you're paying for someone to learn coding. And on the student side, they have a quite clear goal, as in, if I do this, I get that. There's no administrator, there's no middleman that can then say, hey, no, I don't think so. I'll take 20%, 30%, 50%, 80% of the scholarship funds. I'll give you a little bit. No. Instead, you have a smart contract that determines that. So you remove that middleman and the potential for fraud. And being the donor yourself, you'll realize that, this money is actually going to the student. So, so I'm here really to raise funds for this cause, to get more people to be interested in what we do and to support us. So, but at the end of the day, how do you achieve that? Like, really, one way of doing so is, and this is, maybe it's a bit cynical, but I think you talk to people and you ask them for advice. And eventually, and I think this is what businesses do. I think I got this from a big shot, startup founder. And he just said, talk to your customer, ask them for advice and input, and then eventually they essentially become part of your product. They build your product with you. And then it becomes a sort of natural thing. They're like, oh yeah, sure, I did this. And I told them, if you do this, this, and that, then I think I would donate. I would support you. And so you just get a clear roadmap. You're like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. So for today, I think I'll keep on focusing on that. I'll try to. I will talk to people who are hiring, people who are in tech companies, to figure out really, what kind of skills do you need? What do you need me to do? Our students are among the, top 0.5% in Kenya and Ethiopia. They're going to be very well qualified. It's just a matter of, choosing what we want to train them in and making sure that they have the resources to go through. We'll do whatever it takes, so to speak.